Hi there. Today we're going to talk about how to deal with someone who is annoying you. Have you ever been in a situation with someone that is just annoying the heck out of you and you just can't get them to stop doing what it is that they're doing? Well, how would you like to figure out how to change that? That's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to go back to what this YouTube channel is all about, which is empowering us as individuals to live lives of happiness and success. And it's based on understanding and applying principles or laws that govern the world in which we live. So we're going to talk about that today. And it begins with the statement of, if I say that person is annoying me, or stop doing that because you're annoying me, I want you to think about that. If you've seen some of our other videos and we talk about what the principles are, that statement that you're annoying me is a violation of a principle or a violation of a law that exists. Do you know what that principle is? It's the principle of control. So here's the thing. In your own life, think about this. Has anyone ever made you happy? Has anyone ever made you mad? Has anyone ever hurt your feelings or made you feel sad? Now, some of you may be thinking, well, yeah, all of those things have happened. And others may be at the place where you realize that, no, the truth is nobody has ever made you mad. Nobody has ever made you happy or sad. All they have done is influence you. So they've behaved in ways around you or towards you that has influenced you, but you are the one that gets to decide the meaning that you attach to their behavior, the emotion that you feel, the thoughts that you think, and the actions or behavior that you take. So if I say that you're annoying me, what I'm trying to do is to give away my power or my control to you, which I can't do. Even if you take it, I still am the one that is in control of my life because I would be the one giving it to you. So you can't annoy me. So in order to change that, we first need to change that thought or belief and to recognize that it's not you that is annoying me. It's not you tapping your finger on the table that's driving me crazy. It's not you bouncing your knee. It's not you clearing your throat over and over and over again. It's not you whispering behind me in the movie theater that's annoying me. It's my thoughts and beliefs about your behavior that is causing me to be annoyed. Now, here's the cool thing about that, because sometimes when we hear it, we don't like it because we like to be in that place where we can blame others for causing us to feel or act in a certain way. But what we're really doing is just giving away the power and control over our life. What we want to do is empower ourselves. And we do that by taking accountability and recognizing that I get to choose the meaning that I attach to your behavior. So instead of me putting forth my energy and effort into trying to control you, because how much control do I have over you? Zero, right? I have influence over you, but not control. And just think about this as a sidebar. Let's say that you're trying to annoy me and you get a thrill out of annoying me. And I just told you to knock it off because you're annoying me. Well, what do you think you're going to do now? Do you think you're going to stop that behavior? Or are you going to continue it and possibly escalate it? And let's say that tomorrow you're bored and you decide you want to do something for fun, and you had a lot of fun yesterday doing this behavior that caused me to become annoyed. So you decide you're going to go annoy Randy again. So all I'm really doing by telling you that you're annoying me and telling you to stop and that I don't like it, if you're a person that wants to annoy me, I'm just telling you exactly what you need to do to annoy me. So if I really want you to stop, there's two things. One, it may be a behavior that you're unaware of that you're doing. And maybe you are a considerate person. And so when I bring it to your attention, you may stop. So it's okay for me to ask you. But again, I recognize that that's just influence. I can't control you. If it's something that you're intentionally doing, I have no control over that or not. So I'm putting myself out of control. So again, the way to be in control of my life is to recognize that I'm choosing this. And then the question is, why am I choosing or allowing, or better yet, why am I wanting to be annoyed? Now here's where we can really kind of find the answers and then the solutions to the things that are going on in our life that we don't want or we don't enjoy, is if I ask myself, why do I want to be annoyed? I may find something out that I'm unaware of, because again, everything we do for a reason, or we wouldn't do it, including our feelings and emotions. So I'm feeling annoyed. Why would I choose to feel that way? What is the payoff that I get, or the outcome that I get from being annoyed? And there needs to be something there, or I wouldn't choose that. So I've had experiences in my life where when I get annoyed, I behave or do certain things that get me outcomes that I want. Maybe when I get annoyed, other people do listen to me. Maybe most people, when I get annoyed and I tell them to stop, they do. Maybe my experience has been when I'm nice and polite, people ignore me and they don't do what I ask them to do. So I've been conditioned over time that the way to get people to stop is to get annoyed. And it may be that that annoyance then turns into something stronger, such as anger. And if we look around the world today, there's a lot of people that have challenges with anger. And oftentimes what happens is we use anger because it seems to work for us until it begins to create problems for us. So now I become an adult, and if I get in a fight as an adult, it can affect my job. I may end up, in jail. I'm hurting relationships. And now I'm realizing that this anger that worked for me throughout my life is no longer working. And so be aware of that too, because annoyance is really just a lesser emotion or an underlying emotion, connected to anger. So look at what is the payoff that I'm getting. And then once I identify what the payoff is, now I can look at, okay, is there a better way for me to achieve that payoff? And is the payoff that I'm getting in my control or outside of my control? So maybe the payoff of annoyance has been that when I get annoyed with people and I let them know that, they stop doing what I ask them to do. But that would be a belief that I have control over that person. If I'm aware of that, then I can change that belief to influence. So I can make a request. I can ask them to stop the behavior. But if they don't stop it, that is not something that I have control over. So I need to bring it back now to me and say, well, what do I have control over? Am I able to get up and move and go to a different place? Am I able to get the help of somebody else? So say I'm in a classroom setting, and maybe I can then go to the teacher and the teacher can help with that. But again, that's still kind of looking at control. I'm trying to find somebody else to come in and to control this person's behavior. Same thing happens in the workplace oftentimes, where we have coworkers that are doing something that annoys us and we can't get them to stop. So we go to the supervisor or the boss because we think that they can step in and control them. So I would encourage you to look at what is it that you can do that you have control over to change that place of being annoyed. Here's an experience that I had one time, and I'm sure most of you have had similar experiences, but I was in a movie and sitting with probably my wife, and we're watching the movie, and there were people behind us that were whispering. And when they first started whispering, it was annoying. It was irritating to me. And as I focused on their whispering, what happened is I stopped paying attention to the movie and I started missing what was happening in the movie. I recognized what was going on and I made a conscious effort to shift my focus and just pay attention to the movie and to the sounds that were coming from the movie. And what happened is the whispering faded. So what we give attention to tends to grow and to magnify. If we give attention to those things that are annoying us, they're going to become more annoying and they're going to seem to grow. But if we can change our focus and move it to something else? Because think about this, and this puts the control back on you again. Sometimes there can be a group of people sitting together and a person is doing something that annoys one person and the other person doesn't even notice it. How is that? That comes to the filters that we set up and that we create in our own mind. If you go back, there's a video that we have where you read a paragraph with a number of F's in it. If you can find that and look at it, it shows the way those filters work. If we're paying attention and noticing things that are annoying us, we're allowing that to happen. We can change the filter in our mind so that we don't even notice those things that are happening around us. I hope this has been helpful to you today in an empowering way and I just encourage you to go out and practice. If you have things that are kind of your pet peeves that annoy you on a daily basis or a regular basis, or somebody that you associate with every day at school or in the workplace, practice this and try this and see if you can't take control over your own life and get to a place where some of those irritating and annoying things just disappear. And then you can just experience the peace, the joy, the happiness that really can come with this amazing life. So what did you think of today's episode? Hopefully it will give you some tools in dealing with those things that annoy you in your life, like mooing cows. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, and visit our website.